Hey, Warpugs. So today we're gonna today we're gonna be clearing our throat, but today we're also gonna be learning about SCP-439, the Bone Hive. Now, just to be clear, I've said this a few times, but to be honest with you, I can't say it enough. I love the early SCPs. I really do love the early SCPs. Some of my favorite ones are the ones beneath the 2000s, just because the concepts are just amazingly fun to me. The old man, the plague doctor, Peanut, even though he made my life miserable, just to name a few. And of course SCP-2000 is, when I first found out about SCP-2000, it kind of rocked my world. It right now is one of my favorite SCPs, period. And at some point, I need to go through and make a list of like an updated top 20 favorite SCPs of mine, because things have really shifted. And then of course, the good boy 999 up there. All these SCPs are just flat out awesome. I love SCP as a genre, and but to be honest with you, the earlier ones hold a special place in my heart because it's when things were first getting established. The concept of multiple universes was not quite established yet, things like that. So you can kind of look at things in a different kind of way than you can with later SCPs. And then of course there's the hard to kill reptile. God, the amount of SCPs that I'd consider in my top 20 in the early 2000s, like as terms of numbers, it'd be high. But today we're going to be learning about the Bone Hive. This was requested by Ember in the Discord, and they left me a note that says, "Hey boss, Ember here with another favorite of mine for the creep factor. It's a simple SCP, but still terrifying in a body horror sort of way." And he said the Volgun did a good job with this. Guys, the Volgun always does a good job with this. I recommend you check out his links in the description down below. I've gotten some artwork from the Volgun. I tell you guys this, SCP was the first major departure from 40K that I made as far as this channel went, and I have never regretted it. It was really SCP that kind of opened my channel up to a bunch of new people and a whole bunch of new experiences for myself. Because originally this channel was very 40K centric, and since then I've been branching out to so many different things. It's because of, it's because of SCP and a genre that I did not know existed before, you guys asked me to check it out. I didn't even know it existed, and it's been an absolute amazing thing. I tried my hand at some SCP content. It did not take off, and that's okay with me. As far as my own content went, and even learning how to do SCP content, it really, I put in a lot of effort to the few videos I did make, and I learned a lot about editing in the process and just trying different things. But at the end of the day, when it comes to creators that I really do admire, as far as, picking essentially a way to do things and just putting information out there, the Volgun is one of those that I really, really enjoy. The Volgun takes the articles and does voice acting for them, the entire thing, and presents them in a way that I find very, very preferable. So to see him going over earlier SCPs, that's always a big plus for me, especially when it comes recommended because of the performance that he puts into it. That being said, let's jump right into it. Bone Hive.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dr. Miller, and the SCP we're going to be looking at today is SCP-439. Object Class: Euclid.
Okay.
Special Containment Procedures. Specimen is to be kept at Armed Research Site 45, Hazardous Lifeforms Wing, in a sealed, locked 38-liter, 10-gallon Type G containment unit with connected oxygen supply. Specimen is to be fed through feeding tube 16A with approved nutritive substance XF. Handling is available to Level 2 personnel or higher.
Okay.
Description: SCP-439 is an insect of unknown origin, somewhat resembling a grayish, semi-translucent Fortificula auricularia, common earwig, approximately 2.5 centimeters in length. Originally located or obtained in mainland China in the province.
Yay.
No other specimen has been found as of yet. SCP-439 is relatively harmless when encountered on safe terms, aside from the ability to deliver a firm, painful pinch with its abdominal forceps.
Okay.
The true hazard this creature poses lies in its habitat construction and reproduction, which is initiated when the specimen enters the mouth of a sleeping human.
No.
This will only occur with humans. Other life forms have been presented to SCP-439 and have been uniformly rejected. Upon location of a suitable host, the specimen will hide itself in the immediate vicinity and wait until the victim has fallen asleep. How it is able to determine the state of sleep is unknown, but it has shown to be accurate in times out of. Upon entering the mouth of the new host, SCP-439 will travel down the trachea and take up residence in one of the victim's lungs. In approximately 4 to 8 hours after awakening, the host will complain of chest pains and shortness of breath, followed shortly by abdominal cramping.
Great.
The tightness in the chest will increase, as well as a fever, until the host is incapacitated. It is around this time that the onset of fibrodysplasia ossificans progressiva, FOP, occurs.
The sheer fact he managed to get all that out in one breath impresses me.
A disorder that is normally genetic in nature that promotes growth of bone into muscle tissue. Since the production of new bone growth is so rapid, the procedure is also quite painful for the subject, with new bone spurs occasionally protruding through the flesh.
Okay.
While this is happening, the host will become compelled to seek shelter in a darkened enclosed space, such as inside household cabinetry, closets, or heating ductwork. Within the first 3 days without treatment, the host will become completely withdrawn and immobile due to the extreme pain of the new bone growth coupled with difficulty breathing. At this point, the subject's body will begin the final stage of transformation into a bone hive. Having concealed itself in its new home, the body of the host will huddle into a fetal position. Entire portions of the skeletal structure will shift along until the host body is roughly spherical in nature and reduced to 3/4 of its original size. New bone protrusions will continue to grow and, if possible, anchor the body permanently to its new location.
Oh.
The skeletal structure is almost completely unrecognizable.
No.
Having been converted to a round cage to protect the internal organs and colony. At this point, transformation is complete. The original queen that entered the host will have produced 20 to 30,000 offspring that function as workers, drones, and warriors in a typical insect hive hierarchy. Since only the queen is capable of reproduction, the rest of the hive's inhabitants are fortunately harmless, save for large, strong abdominal forceps of the warriors. The interior of the original host is nearly unrecognizable as a human body. Certain organs are removed and used as food, while others are modified by the worker insects to serve as egg incubation chambers. An ingenious method exists of using the host's own digestive system to process pieces of organic materials collected by the warriors into a nutritive slurry that feeds both the colony and sustains the host hive structure. After 4 to 6 months, a new queen will emerge from within the ranks and choose a drone to mate with. At this point, the colony will destroy itself by rupturing, upon which the majority of the insects die. Workers and drones are unfit to survive outside the host hive, and warriors will abandon the site, wandering away, their tasks complete. No food will be consumed by the warriors that isn't nutritive slurry produced by the hive of origin. The new queen will venture out, fertilized, to search for her own new hive. Incredibly, the trauma of evacuation is not what finally causes biological activity to cease in the hive, but starvation.
Okay. Oh my god.
Addendum. In an experiment, Dr. performed a range of tests to determine the extent of damage to the host body after it has finished transformation into a hive. While it had been previously discovered in autopsy that portions of the brain are hollowed out to serve as food, others are left intact, presumably to regulate what bodily functions continue. During the last round of experimentation, I took the opportunity to examine a hive at close range shortly after the transformation. While the eyes are eventually reached and used as a food source, at the point performed her examination, they were still intact. Opening the eyelids and examining with a flashlight, something discovered that the host's eyes followed the beam. Experimentation was terminated, and no further testing is scheduled.
Oh god, they're aware. Oh god.
Okay. I think I speak for everyone here. I don't really want to know.
No.
If that person is alive.
They are.
So let's just say they're not.
Please.
And end the lecture.
Yes.
Shall we? Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so that's it. Thank you for listening, if indeed you still are. And you are all dismissed. Goodbye.
Oh, that's harsh. Oh, that's just bad, man. That's just bad. That's horrible. Oh, I'm getting a migraine based off that alone. Oh my god. Warpugs, no. Just no. No, 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 no. This is another one of those where it's like 20 pounds to open a 5-pound bag. Like, there is no way I'm okay with that. And it's one of the few times the SCP Foundation has been like, you know what? Maybe we don't need to know too much about this. Maybe we don't need to understand too much about this. Maybe we don't need to subject a whole bunch of D-class to this. Oh my god. Imagine. Oh, I don't even want to. Oh, I don't want to think about it. Oh. Oh, no. No. There is not enough no. Warpugs. Wow, Ember, you weren't kidding. This one is no. So basically, when this thing gets to you, it turns you into the 40k Black Dragon. Only the bone spurs that you're going to grow are going to turn you into a sphere. You're still going to be alive. They're going to eat your internal organs. You're going to be alive during that process. And eventually it's going to kill you. Death is a mercy at that point. What in the hell was this? Oh. Yeah, this guy that wrote this Multimoog up here in 2009. What did you watch? Do you need a hug? Because I can recommend better shows, and I will definitely give you a hug because, my god, my man, what the hell? Okay, Warpugs, I am going to wrap this up here. and I'm not gonna eat because blah, things that make you go blah. Okay, I think I'm good for today. Are you good for today? I'm good for today. Warpugs, I'll catch you guys next time. Subscribe to the Volgun. Seriously, for the love of God, subscribe to the Volgun. As he said at the end, what we're all thinking, I think we've had enough. I'm gonna head out from here. Join the channel as a Patreon or a member, and I'll catch you guys next time. Ugh.